Do you know who is Timai? Do you know her? Do you know him? Do you also know her? So you see, have you ever wondered that you might be looking for something, but the person sitting by you might be the one who has the solution, and you might not know? Has it ever happened to you that you are desperately looking for something, you entered into a place, you bypass somebody without greeting the person, hello, and you walked to go, and then you couldn't get what you are looking for, and then you came back, and afterwards, and not knowing what you are looking for is the person you walk past and you didn't even mind because you thought it's not in your class or it's not whatever it is, and you lost it. How many of you have had that experience? So because we are not efficient and deliberate and purposeful about networking, we lose out a lot. We lose out a lot. The next quote I want to give you is that networking is not about just connecting people. It's about connecting people with people with ideas, and people with opportunities. And networking means the art of exchanging information with people who can help you professionally. And this is by Michelle Jenny. And Michelle is a coach and a consultant. Listen. Like I said earlier, Ronaldo is Ronaldo because it took somebody to create a platform and networking to be where he is. If not, he wouldn't be there. Everyone that has achieved anything or has been something is based on the fact that somebody introduced him or her. Who is introducing you? Hello. So it's one thing to say, I know it, I am skillful, I have it, I can do it. But if nobody introduces you, you will forever live and nobody will hear of you. So it is critical to always have someone to introduce you. And that is the reason for networking. That's the reason for networking. And if you can have strategic networks in your circle of life, you will never struggle. You will never struggle. Because it's not everything you need money to fix. Write it down. It's not everything you need money to fix. It's not everything you need money to fix. Some you just needed a recommendation. Somebody picking his phone and say, hello. Say, yeah. He said, okay, my name is this. I am sending Mr. John Yamado to your office. When he comes, please see to him. And that is all you need. And you get your employment. No money, nothing. It's not everything that is money. You need the right connections. And that you get from network. Because by someone's achievement, it paves way for your blessing. And that is why when you are in school, the first place of network is when you are students. Right now, as you are sitting here now, 2-3 years to come, you will not be at the same level again. You'll be shocked what kind of offices most of you will be entering into and places you'll be going into. That the man or the lady or the guy you were sitting by that you didn't connect to might be the one that you need in that office to fix a problem for you. But because you could not network, you couldn't get it. I have relationship as far back as my elementary school days. And I still have networks with them. And I have relation with them. I have relation with people that when I was playing football, that I was playing with them, I still have a relation with them. I can pick my phone and just call them and we can talk. Hello. There are some who are doctors. There are some who are lawyers. There are some. I can get legal services without paying. I can get doctors to come and attend to me in the house without going to the hospital necessarily. I said networks is not everything that is money. Hello. Through networks, I've been able to get people employment because the people cannot say no, we can't employ the person because of what? Network relationship. Networks, strategic network open doors for people. Strategic networks are able to solve problems. So your network is your net worth. If you want to be financially or you want to succeed in life, for your career path to be good and everything you have to, then you have to learn to how to network with people. You have to learn how to network with people. It's not everybody that can be your friend. And if you understand network, you will not relate with everybody. Some can be only your acquaintances. Oh, hi, hello, how are you? You don't waste nothing by smiling with everybody. And you want to learn to smile with everybody. But it's not everybody that needs your attention. So if you decide to give attention to someone, it means that there should be a mutual benefit from the person. But for the rest, hi, how are you? Oh, you look nice. Your shoe is nice. Your dress is nice. Yeah, you moved on. So this man is lively. You are lively. But there is nothing. Because whenever you move into network, it moves beyond high. It gets to know what you do. How can I benefit from what you do? Am I making sense? So as students, as you be going into the marketplace, as I call it, you have to understand the importance and the criticality of network. It is only by that you can win in the today's competitive generation, the Gen Z generation. Because the millennial generation and others have passed through whatever it is, but this is a very critical stage. And especially at this generational stage, networking is more critical because of social media. Apart from it, things are moving very, very fast than you can even think of. Can I move on? So by building networks, people can access information and contact that they will not have access to otherwise. Networks can open up those things for you. Certain information you wouldn't have had because of network, you will get it. The person will be okay to share with you, will be okay to open up that door and let you have it without paying for it. Without paying for it. Trust me. Networks can give you more than what your effort and your energy can get. I thought you write down. Networks can give you more than what your energy and your strength will work for. Networks. If you come to the business world, as most of you might enter into the business world proper, the true businessman will tell you that you need more networks than anything. Because that is what you will receive. That's where you receive all the recommendations for the job. No work will come to you until somebody recommends you. And the one that will recommend you might be somebody who you know or knows you. Because your name will be mentioned somewhere, you will not be there. Somebody else must speak for you. If you don't have that network, who will speak for you? So you need it. So your attitude is critical. Can I move on to the next slide for me? So we are looking at what we could benefit from. We spoke first about network. So network will lead you to knowledge acquisition. You obtain knowledge from network. You get to know what is going on. You get, if it's about job hunting, some people might be looking for job. You might not even know where the job is. But through network, somebody will tell you, Charlie, this company is employing you. And then you get there and you get it. Through network, somebody can share his textbook or share some information with you or study and all this, and that can help you acquire the knowledge you are looking for, because our strength levels can never be the same. The next point of networking is that network will build your confidence. Network will build your confidence. It's very important. No. Network will build, when I'm moving, I'll tell you to move on. Network will build your confidence. So building network can help individuals build their confidence and self-esteem. The more people connect with others, the more they learn about themselves and their capabilities. As you connect with somebody, you easily be able to see your weakness or your challenges or your flaws, and you learn from the person. Everybody learns from somebody. You will learn how somebody talks. You get to know how somebody walks or dresses, and you fall in love. How many of you here can tell me that you are not inspired by somebody one way or the other? I hope you are inspired by somebody one way or the other. There are some people, when you see them talk, you want to talk like them. Everybody is an imitator of somebody. Is that not? Through your network, you will get to know the level of knowledge of people, and you will aspire to be like them. You'll be encouraged to be like them. You'll be pushed to be like them. Like Doc comes and brings us books. What is he telling us? Indirectly, he says that read, upgrade yourself. Because he needs to have a certain level of relationship with you. But you have to reason at a certain level. And that level that you have to reason, you have to be able to build your capacity. He that too, if your capacity is low, when you meet the one whose capacity is up by network, nothing, you have to push yourself to get there. In pushing yourself, you also become better. So network would help you to build confidence, your presentation skills. I'm standing here and I'm sharing. I didn't just get up to be here and be able to flexibly talk. But through network, I'm able to. Through network, I was able to move to go and sit on the board of National Road Safety, transform them from a commission to an authority status. Within less than 3 years, I was able to finish it done. Something they were waiting for 10 years and they could not do it. But it was through network. Through network, I got the whole of parliament to be able to pass a bill for authority and the government to sign when people thought it was not possible. Through network, I got the whole media of Ghana to rise up and start backing road safety, including chief imams and chiefs and all those to buy into it when people thought it was not possible, but it was through network. So your network can do so much for you and accomplish so much for you that money itself cannot be able to do for you. Network. Am I making sense? And you need to cultivate it, like I'm saying, right now, even from here, because it will help build your confidence. When you have the, can you imagine you have police network or whatever it is? If somebody wants to intimidate, don't you have confidence? All that you need is to pull your phone. Just one phone call, then you will see who has power. Are you there with me? I remember I was driving one day and I was coming. My car by design has crazy features and all of that. So I was coming and my driver has not even on. And then the motor rider just crossed because he saw the lights. We have not even on because I normally doesn't want, I don't like attraction to myself. Then he stopped us. We parked. Then he was talking. I didn't mind him because by my nature, I don't need to introduce who I am. So I just keep myself, small body, and I'll go. So the way he was talking and everything, then he's trying to create much of a nuisance. I just picked my phone and I made a call. And I said, speak to him. Then he started saluting. Then we moved on. Now, he could try to intimidate me by my size. But at least by network, all right, the one speaking to him at the other end makes him to understand that do you really know who you are really dealing with? I don't need to tell you who I am, but network is able to. So please, let me tell you something. Your network is critical. It opens door for you. It gives you some confidence. And they are here. I said, by the time we leave, know the one sitting by you. Because you'll be shocked that in a year or two to come, trust me, you will walk into that office and the one that needs to sign the letter that the secretaries are bluffing you It's the one that is sitting by you here. Hello? And this is true. Your network is your net worth. Let's move on quickly. If you are timing me, be helping me the time. So the next point, your networking also provides support for you. It also provides support for you. Networking is an excellent way for individuals to gain support from others. By building networks, individuals can find mentors who can guide them in their career path, offer advice, and provide emotional support. We are looking at networking in wealth creation. Because of network, you can get free advice, free business advice, free education career advice through network. Don't worry. Okay. Through network, you can get it. And you'll be surprised. Through network, you can learn new skills, which hitherto you have to go and pay huge money to learn them. But because of network, you will easily learn it. And you will not spend any money. So networking is very important. It's very, very important. And you need to deliberately cultivate it. You see, let me make this statement. Creating wealth, wealth creation is a deliberate thing to do. It is not by wish. It's not by thinking, but it's a deliberate attempt to something. If you don't plan it, you can't get it done. If you are not purposeful, you can't get it done. This life, for you to achieve anything meaningful in life, you have to be purposeful. Write it down. You have to be purposeful. Doc was talking about Mike Zuckerberg of Facebook and all that. Mike started the whole idea of Facebook from school. Not when he has completed school. Within the school community, he and his friends, some of his friends, is when they introduce, because those days, what do you call it? Digital whatever was not that popular. So they figured out how can they be able to connect with each other. And that is how they did it. It was a simple joke. And then it just moved on. Instagram, TikTok, go and read the backgrounds. It started within school communities of fun, having fun and whatever it is. And then it developed into a 16-year-old guy in Nigeria came out with an app. This boy he's made countless billions of money that he has to be bought. Why? Because he could be able to develop that within a school. Let me tell you something. Now that you are in school and you are here, you carry all the rich resources to be able to connect and to make money. I have seen businesses, and I've heard about business that have done well, that a business started when people were in school. One of the top rating businesses in Ghana, the man actually started it when he was in school, not when he has finished school. Network. Somebody could be very good with graphics, and he might be here. You are good with marketing. You can talk. Who are not? And when you talk, everybody wants to hear you. That talk that you have is not for the ladies to cheer you up. Then you are yeah. No. When you can talk and the ladies can buy into it, it means that it's a marketing ability. Don't use it to mess the women. Use it to get money. Hello, give me a way. So network, connect with the one who can do the graphics nicely and all that. He cannot talk. You can talk. And then you agree and then form a little company. You will go out there and yob the people and collect the business. Bring it to him. He designs it. You go, you collect your money, you share. It's a business you have started. You make wealth. Network. You knew one of the best salons around. You can go there and everything. When they do your hair, people say, where did you do your hair from? And all those things. All that you need to do is that collect all your friends who are there, take them to the salon, take your cut. That is all. You tell the salon, I'll bring you customers. When I bring you customers, for every customer I bring, one person, I'm earning 5 cedis from it. Do you agree? Because the salon owner is also sitting there looking for customers. There's no client coming. So if I can provide you the client, giving me one client, maybe you are making 20 cedis and you are giving me 2 cedis out of it. It's not a big deal. Are you not making money? Oh, come on. So in network, you discover your strengths and you utilize it. Can we move on? It provides support. Network is an essential tool for building. Oh, come on, you should know where I am. I don't have my time. Network is an essential tool for wealth creation. By building networks, individuals can access new opportunities, acquire new skills, build their confidence, and gain support from others. Therefore, it is critical for individuals to invest in building and nurturing their networks to achieve success in life. Quickly, I want to look at what the strategies that we should acquire for networks. Move on to the first strategy. So the first strategy for you to be, we have all established that network is critical. Is that true? And network is our network. Is that true? And through network, what we don't have money for, we can get. Do you agree? So first of all, identify your goals. If you want to network with somebody, identify your goal in life. What at all do I need in life? Where do I want to get to in life? If I'm a student here now, in a year or two to come, where do I want to be? Okay, what work do I want to do? Which area? Because maybe your study area, maybe you are in the area of humanities, or you are in the area of technology, or you are in the area of this. You want to find out, so my career path, how is my career path going to be? Where do I really want to end working? All right, where do I really want to end doing this? And so based on where you want to get to, you network according to your career path. You network according to your aspirations. Am I making sense? So that is how, so your network becomes more strategic. It's not everybody that you can relate with. Don't be taking the slide off. Identify your goals. So before you start your network, it's important to identify your goals and what you hope to achieve from your connections. It's not everybody you can be connected to. You want to become a top-notch engineer tomorrow. The network you should build is a build network with people who are in the engineering fields. You want to become a good journalist, build network with good journalism people. All right? Anywhere they are, try to reach out to them so that you can listen to what they are doing and all of that. If you want to become a good marketer, a good business person, try to network with those who are in that field, because they are those that can lead you or help you or open doors for you when the time comes for them to open the door for you. It's very important. So who you network with is important. Identify your goals. Then the next thing is, the second point of the strategy is attend networking events. Attend networking events. Attending networking events is an excellent way to meet new people and expand your network. Look for events that are relevant to your industry or interest and make an effort to attend regularly. When you attend an event, be sure to introduce yourself to new people and exchange contact information. Follow up with them later to keep the conversation going. What am I saying? When you identify your goal in life, what do you want to become? Yes. You want to be a lecturer. Fine. So now that you want to be a lecturer, you are in school, is that not it? So to identify your goal, you have identified that you want to be a lecturer. Your networking should be that you now start having what? You should cut a deliberate relationship with your lecturers. That's what you should do. That's a network. So your lecturers, whether they like it or not, cultivate that relationship with them, show them respect, try to do things for them that they will need you to do. When they are trying to even mark papers, you'll be able to volunteer yourself, go there to do menial jobs and everything. You have created what it means that after you have left, they can take you on to become their TA, teaching assistants. They will show you that, okay, apart from that, if you want to continue, go to this university, this is what you should do. Do your degree here, do this, they do that. And by the time you finish and you are coming, they can give you a recommendation for the university or a school to take you. You have learned. What do you want to become? A business guru. So business is broad. You have to identify What type of business do you want to do? You know, what do you want to do? Expect? Hey, fine. So if you want to look into that area, what you simply have to do is that from now on, you start shopping both online and in person. You begin to look at those who are making it within that industry. And how can you reach out to them? Some of them, you send them mails, they start connecting to you. Factories or whatever it is that they will start sending you pictures, they will start sending you things. You will start looking at them, and you'll be having more ideas about this hair industry and even the marketing of it and how you can even outsource it. By the time you start going into it, you already have mastered it. Is it practical enough for you to get it? So everything is possible. So attend network events. The third point you should understand is you have to leverage on social media. So social media platforms like LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook are powerful tools for networking. It's not just for fun or for entertainment. I got connected and linked in with Dr. Champon through LinkedIn. It was then that he even reminded me that so many years back, he sent me a message and I've not even looked at it because I was so busy with a lot of things. But look at how the relationship has built on, and look at how it's taking us through now into Wealth Masters. Am I making sense? So some of you go on Facebook and other things. You are only going there for the fun entertainment, like he's saying, taking pictures of Banku, showing your shoe, and dancing and all this. But that is where you have to do what? Strategic networking. So based on your career path, based on your goal, based on what you want to become, whenever you go on LinkedIn, whenever you go on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, or any of the social medias, look for like minds. Look for people who are into it. You like singing. You want to become a good singer, more than Shatawali or Stonebwoy or Kiddy or whatever it is. Whenever you go, you should always, you want to become a musician, and yet you go looking at fashion. And yet you said you want to be a musician. It's a mispriority. You are not getting the right networks. You cannot network with the fashion people when your interest is with music. So here you go in there, you have to watch the top ones, like I've mentioned, and get a mentor. Link up with them, network with them. Whenever they post anything, go there and comment. Whenever they share something, go there and also add your comment on their Facebook page, on their Instagram page. If they have a group, join them. What it means is that you are caught in relationship. Over time, they will notice you. And it is in the noticing of it, they will come take you now and start building up. So if it is Shatawale, it's Stonebwoy, it's Kiddy, it's whoever it is, or it's the Davido or whoever, you are building something because you are an active participant of contributing to what they are doing. If it's Dr. Champon, you want him to mentor you, it means that you look for his page, that anything he puts there, you go there and also comment. You go there and like. You go there and share. So over a time, you take notice, this person has been consistently coming in. Then you shoot him a private message. Oh, say, I like what you are doing and I'm inspired and I will be grateful if you can take me or mentor me. Beginning, he might try not to mind you, but as you consistently, or he finds your activeness on the page, he will now consider you and then you respond. Before you know, he has linked up with you. Dangote can mentor you in business, if you understand what I'm teaching you here. Bill Gates can mentor you. Anybody can mentor you, whatever you are doing, by social media network. If you learn these new tricks, don't force yourself on them, but periodic sharing, going, liking what they are doing, going onto their page and sharing and all of that, over a period of time, they notice you and then you enter into their space. Because before anybody will allow you into his or her space, he has to take time to examine you. Am I making sense here? So you leverage on social media. Don't hold the phone, the iPhone 15, whatever, or any sophisticated thing, and just go in there and be interested in your own post. At this stage, don't be interested in your own post. Go and look out for people you think has something that you desire. Where you are going, that they are there already. Even presidents. Are you getting what I say? Even presidents, ministers of state, whoever you want to, you can still be friends with them. Even Oprah Winfrey and all those things. There is nobody that is a barrier when it comes to social media that can never network or mentor you. But this is the approach. Go there, like what they are doing, share it also, comment. Are you there with me? Over a time, once a while, send in a private message. Oh, this, I like this, comment them and do this gradually. Before you know, they pick you on. And that is the secret. So leverage on your social media. The next thing, I think, is 4 points. Is offer value. Networking, there's two-way street. It's essential to offer value to your connections. So if I see you sharing, you become a top sharer on my page. Do you think if you want me to support you and do this, in which I do it, I'll do it? Because it's a mutual benefit. Look for ways to help others, such as offering your expertise. Sometimes by network, don't look for the money. The problem a lot of us are missing out is that immediately somebody wants to help you, we are asking, what is in there for me? It's not every time you should look for money. Be a fool in networks. You serve. Through the service, you will gain value, and the value you will gain later will become money for you. So it's not every time you have to be looking for thank you. That when they give you, even says, oh, I don't need it. Because you know why? The value alone you have received is enough for the money. Am I making sense? That's why a two-way street, such as offering your expertise, making introduction, or sharing relevant resources. By providing value, you can build trust and strong relationships that benefit you in the long run. The person expects that you should have taken money and you say, oh no, I don't need the money. Yet you need it, but you pretend that you don't need it. Over a period of time, you know what you are doing? You are building relationship that will outlive you. So the person will come to trust you now. Now he can commit into your hands something more bigger than what you were thinking of. And that is when you start making money. You did not defer those money because you don't need them. You defer them because you were looking for a bigger one to come tomorrow. But you can rush for the smaller ones today, and you can beat the bigger one tomorrow. Finally, you follow up. Make sure that following up with your connection is key to maintaining a strong network. Send a quick email or message. Don't go to places and be started in collecting complimentary cards. It's not every complimentary card you need. Remember, set a goal anytime you go to a place. Know why you went there. Know what your career path is. So look for complimentary cards that are within your career path. Because you need, in this life, we don't have much time. Hello. I said we don't have what? Much time. So it's not everybody that can be your friend. Be deliberate. So know what you want to become tomorrow. Hello. And then make friends with those who are also going where you are going. Because the one that is going where you are going is the one that can help you get there. The one that is not going your direction will never help you. It will derail you. So make friends with like-minded people. Where you are going, share your cards with them. That is where you go and take complimentary card. So when you take that person's complimentary card, who is the engineer because you want to become an engineer? Who is a lecturer? You want to become a lecturer. When you go, you call the person, you get the person's card. Courtesy demands that after you have received the card, follow up with the card. Quickly send a message. Thank you, sir. I'm grateful you trusted me enough to give me your complimentary card. I'm so thankful for it. And I hope to still reach out to you again once a while. Sir, is it okay for me to get back? When you want to call him, you send him a message, say, at what time is it convenient for me to call you? And the person will say, call me at this time. When he says, call me at this time, make sure at that time you have called. And that is not when you call him, he asks me, say, how is your wife? How is your children? How is your cat? How is your... Because sometimes he's in the middle of something, the space he's giving you is just 5 minutes or 2 minutes. So before you call, summarize whatever you want to say. And the minute you call, land, bam, one bullet. You are there. What is he learning? He's learning that, oh, this boy is wise. This lady is wise. Over a period of time, he starts drawing you closer. drawing you closer, drawing you closer. Before you know, it's opening a bigger door for you. Nobody will give you a bigger stage until he has tested you with a smaller stage. So whoever will mentor you will first test your character. How patient are you? How ready are you? How angry are you for success? So that is what you should learn. It's very important. Follow up. Follow up. Don't get tired in following up. Some of them, you follow up, they will not mind you. Don't stop. I remember, for my part, many of the great people that I've been able to access and still be with them. The first day they gave me an appointment to even come to their office. They gave me the time. 7 p.m. sharp be there. I was there 7 p.m. I sat until 1 a.m. and I didn't get tired. I was not bored. I was not angry. I didn't say, no. I was comfortably seated. 1 a.m. And then the person now moves out and said, "Hey, you are still here." I said, "Yes, I'm waiting for you because I've not heard from you yet." He said, come. And then took me to his office. And that was it. The next time when I went, it wasn't a struggle again. And when I picked my phone and called the person responded because he realized that, no, this guy is really angry. He really needs me. Are you there with me? But if we're some of us today, they tell you, come at 7. You got there at 7. I was not able to speak to you. He's getting to 8. You come and say, "Is your boss there? Tell him I'm here. I'm still here." And when you have opportunity to come before a great person, put your phone off. Don't pick your calls. That's not the time you are looking at your phone. You should make sure before you are going in, your phone is off or is on silence. It's not when now you are talking, that is when the phone will start ringing. Say, "Oh, sorry. Oh, say, can I please pick this call?" He will not say anything, but you have closed the door. Because the networks that will lead you up will always come with a trap. Sacrifice is key in networking. And this, I'm not talking about networking among your peers. I'm talking about networking about those who are above you, who could really hold your hands and lift you up. And that is what you need at this time. That's what you need at this time, especially in our world that has become more competitive, more challenging. We're looking for access or for job or for other things. It's not very easy to come by. But yet there are a lot of people out there who are looking for people to bring them up. I have met with a lot of top business executives and we have spoken. And one of the things that sometimes they say is that the generations of today are not ready for tomorrow. But I believe in this room are people who are ready for tomorrow. Oh, you are not saying, you are not clapping for that. And you can only know that by understanding network of access, how you are able to access the great and how you are able to maintain the great. Because the great will always want to impart, but they want to impart or transfer the baton to someone who understands the value of the years they have spent in acquiring what they have. And so they will test you. They will test you. I'm ending. So building your network takes time and effort. But it is well worth the investment. And by following these tips and strategies, you can build meaningful relationships that can help you achieve your goals and advance your career. So get out there, meet new people, and start building new networks today. Thank you very much.
Wow, please, we can do it better. We can do it better. Wow. The first one, I was like, wow. This one, I'm like, wow. Like, wow again. You know, what we are receiving now, people pay like billions of cedis, like people pay a lot to receive this. You know, time was up, but I actually couldn't stop you. Yes, I could, because I'm like, no, if I stop this man, when am I going to hear this again? Like, how? Like, we are grateful to the organizers of today's event. I don't know about you, but personally, I am grateful. We've learned a lot. So it's time for question and answers. We are behind time, but I believe we can take about 2 or 3 questions before we end the session. Please, if you have a question, you can kindly put your hand up. I'll work to you. Okay.
I'm so grateful for this opportunity and thank you so much for the presentation. You said something that if we are building network, we shouldn't ask for money and all those kind of things, which give me one reason that we make some mistakes when building connections. So aside asking for money and all that, can you please give us some crucial mistakes one must avoid when building connections? Thank you very much.
So another thing you should avoid is trying to be familiar with the one you are trying to cut as far as the network is concerned. Even if he tries to joke with you, don't joke with him. It's a trap. He will try to crack some jokes with you, just try to play with you. Even in your smile, still be a bit. Create that respect. I hope you get what I'm saying. Exactly. It's important. And then Proverbs says that when you sit with the king and you are eating, cut your throat. What it simply means is that he can even invite you as you grow and you get your point. He can invite you to the table. It is at the table that sometimes you get to know people very well. In certain cultures, for people to know you or to establish relationship, they will invite you to dinner or to food. They check your mannerism by your eating. And most people don't know it. They lose business contract at the table when they were eating. People change their mind towards them during the eating period. Because that is the time you thought you are free, because you go and see all array of food sets. And then they watch how you dish it because it's buffet. Hello. It's a setup. That is the time rather you should not eat much. So take small. Say, oh, are you not? You say, oh, I'm fine. Just take small and just put it there. And then eat little. But that is not the time you hit the plate, then you push it. Then they will tell you, oh, if you can eat more. Say, okay, thank you. Then you go in, then you are eating. Say, hey, these people, they love me, oh. You are finished. And most time in assessing the presence of the great, they use food and drinks to test you. So you have to know it. And if you don't know it, you make that mistake. The other thing also is that don't ask for favors. Because every great person that has made it, before he's opened his door for you, he becomes suspicious of you. Why is it this person trying to connect to me? He thinks you are coming in for something. Are you getting what I'm saying? So don't ask for favors. Go with service. Don't ask for what? Favors, but go with what? Service. And once you introduce service always opens the door. And when the service opens the door, the day that you ask for favor, your favor cannot be denied. Thank you.
Okay, so please, before we take the next question on Zoom or physically, if you need a certificate of participation, kindly see Mr. Jermaine and give your name to him. It goes at a fee of 50 cedis. 50 cedis. I think it's important. So you kindly see him and then you give your details to him. Thank you. So let's take one question online, and boss, please, we'll move to you. Priscilla, are you ready?
Thank you. So this one is from Clovis Neba. He says, one of our common problem is creating businesses. In creating businesses is capital. I'm having a job. Sorry, is having a job the only means to start up? Should we quit the job immediately after the startup? As in, is okay.
Thank you very much. My answer to that is very simple. Do not quit that job yet. It's a startup. So you have to juggle the two together, meaning that at this time, you have the time, you have the energy. So you can juggle the two. You work during the day on a job, and then in the evening, you work on whatever business that you are building. Then at a point, you reduce your working hours for the job, you put it in the business. So you juggle it until, so let's say 10/90, then comes to 20/80, 30/70, 50/50, 60/40, on the other way around, until you know that now you are sufficient. Now, to do it alone, also, you're going to struggle. Okay, that is why Doc came in and is introducing the networking. All right, so what you do is that you also find areas that you cannot do and bring other people in to come and do it to help you. All right, and then as you all do together, you build yourself together. So my answer is straightforward. Never, ever, in as much as job is just over broke, if you want to build your own capital and avoid the bank, hear me very well. I'm not ashamed to say, I don't have a credit card. I don't need it. The only time I'll have a credit card is for my business. And that's another teaching that will go in together, how to leverage on credit card. Don't pay with your debit card or don't pay with hard cash. Okay? Those of you who haven't taken insurance before, you can get the life insurance and get the life insurance to give you money to inject into your business. Because when you take money from life insurance, you don't pay taxes on. Okay, that's the whole level we go. When it comes to wealth management, there's a series of things that we can do to manage. Also, you need to build up a trust. Okay, so you put your asset in the trust. Instead of transferring your estate to your children, you don't do that. You get trust, and the trust manage the property, manage all your estate for you. That is another thing that you can do also. So there are a couple of things, and all these things, when you join the Wealth Masters and whatever, you will learn. Okay, when Doc was talking about social media, I met Isaac. Give us a wave. Okay, Isaac contacted me through LinkedIn. Okay, and he asked me to join his board, and the conversation have started. So don't quit the job, do the job, at the same time work on the business. A time will come when you build value into the business. Then you can now fire your boss. Fire your boss. Does that answer the question? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi, Doctor, thank you very much for the presentation once again. I'm finding it difficult how to frame my question, but I'm sure you're good at deducing things from questions. So yeah, is there a way you can link the aspect of networking if you finally get somebody you want to network with how long, or the relevance of loyalty in that space, and how long should you be loyal? And then there's this new understanding that loyalty equally has to be serviced, as in the person you are being loyal to has to also take care of that loyalty or maintain that loyalty. Is that the case? Is it an ideology we should hold on to? Thank you very much.
First of all, I will say that loyalty should not have timelines. Loyalty should not have timelines. Loyalty should be everlasting. When you are loyal to somebody today, you shouldn't change tomorrow, irrespective of how the person handled you. Because before you entered into that relationship to become faithful, there is something you saw, and no matter what happens, that thing will never change. But it's other factors around it that will change. It has been proven that even couples that even enter into marital relationships and they divorce, over a period of time, these divorced couples regret that they have divorced. Because there is something still that can bring them, if care is not taken, either they remarry or they start flirting with each other along the line. Because you see, God designed us in a way that whenever we get attached to ourselves, there is something that bonds us, and that bond can never be broken. So, yes, you can be loyal to somebody today, but due to circumstances or challenges or whatever it is, the person, you are no more with the person. But it shouldn't mean that if you are no more with the person, you should destroy the person. One of the things I have found in this part of our world is that when people are okay with you, they praise you. But whenever there is a fall off, that is when they turn your enemy to destroy you. It is not right. Because you see, whatever made you fall off, the possibility of the fact that you need each other tomorrow will be there. Let me give you a scenario. I was in the house one day, and for the work we do as pastors and for whatever you do, you can raise people, you can train them. And I was saying that pastors are the most misrepresented, if you know. And I was telling, my father is a military man from the Second World War, good soldier. Myself, I went into scout, I became Corps Scout patrol leader. My whole life is centered around discipline. So whenever you are around me, my guy can tell you, nobody has been around Reverend Ismaila and I will not straighten you up. So it looks like I'm very difficult, but I'm not difficult because I realize that you can never achieve anything in life without discipline. That is my principle and that's my philosophy. Because I came from a very hard, struggling background. The challenges I've gone through to get here could make anybody give up in life. Now, long story short, a PA that I had before, who was serving my office. And when you come, I'll mentor you, I'll coach you, I'll train you. There are a lot of people I've raised, and today they are doing better. But he was so lazy to the point that he doesn't want to take some of those things. And it looks like it's like a burden to him. So I left him along the line. Then he now come to tell me that he wants to go into ministry because his father is a pastor. So he wants to go into ministry. And people normally think that when you're a pastor, you should be lazy. Pastoring is not laziness, it's a hard work. So I said, go, because I know he cannot survive it. Then I said, go. Then he left. So many years after, I was in my house. My phone rang. He was then an investment bank. I was working in the bank then before he was redundant, and I took him on and was helping him. Then my phone rang. When my phone rang, a man I knew a long time ago, a very senior man, he's called me and I picked the call and I was speaking. He said, oh, Reverend, it's a long time. Forgive me. You know, the normal presentry. I'll be able to come in. But guess who I am with in my office? We just got some young guy in my office. But the young guy says he knows you. So he put it on speaker. All right. And he said, the young man is here. Mention your name to him. Then he mentioned his name. Lo and behold, my former PA. But after he left, I've heard a lot of things. All right. But I'm the type I will not talk. And I wouldn't have time to even, because I know that is not true, but that is you. Because everybody would like to justify himself when he or she has done something wrong. And that is one thing you should learn as you go on. Whenever anybody opens his door for you, irrespective of everything, please, your loyalty means that keep your mouth shut. Amen. Let me use that word here. Because you might need him tomorrow. Because one word from his mouth can make you or make you. Then the call comes in. I pick the call, and then here he was. He said, it's me. Then the man said, I needed one word from you, whether I should keep him or I should not keep him. If were you, what will you say? So now his own destiny is in my hands. All that I said was that, oh, he was my guy. But he loves God. He loves the things of God. So along the line, he said he wants to go into ministry. So, but now if he's here, you can please work with him and support him to grow in the job, but he will do well. And I said that. And then he now picks the call and calls me and said, oh, Papi, thank you so much. And I said, you see, this world is a small place. So if you are living your life, live it well. Because I will not say anything bad about you. But you see, whatever we do lies ahead of us. What am I saying? Loyalty is critical. It does not matter what the person did to you. Because your mentor, whoever it is, can wrong you along the line. Just like your father can wrong you. But if your father wrongs you, does it change the father is your father? If your mother wrongs you, does it change the father is your mother? So why will it change? He shouldn't change anything. So to me, my philosophy is loyalty is consistent. No matter what happens, you should still maintain the loyalty. The person might decide to be whatever it is, but you keep that loyalty, because that loyalty will pay for you tomorrow. I don't know whether I'm making sense. Saul was looking for David to kill him. At every point, Saul wanted to kill David. But David was loyal to Saul till the end. And because of that, he got more than what Saul could get. So my counsel to any of you is that no matter how anyone will be wicked to you, especially those that have opened doors for you or have the power to open doors for you, no matter how wrong they will do to you, still have that loyalty towards them and defend them whenever it is. And that even can change their mind towards you. And they will know that, they can't tell you point blank that they are sorry, but they will look for another way to compensate you because they know you have been there for them. Thank you.
All right, let me add a little bit to what Doc have just said. And please take this based upon the questions that the gentleman asked over the things to avoid. When somebody is coaching you or mentoring you, and especially mentoring, the person at a point will qualify you to be close and bring you into his presence. You are going to see the weak side of the person. You'll be exposed to that leader's vulnerability. That is where you're going to be tested. Many people fail. That is where the disloyalty comes in. That's where rebellion comes in. Because now you've seen the weakness of the leader. Okay? That is where those who can't keep quiet are going to talk. You see, sometimes it is the weakness of these great people that makes them great. That's why I don't work on my weak side. Whatever I'm weak at, I find somebody who is strong to deal with it. I work on my strength. So you'll be exposed to the information, the private issues of the person that you are working with. I'm not saying that the person has got two lives. No. But you'll be exposed. You see the person's naked, and nakedness not like the physical naked, but you'll be introduced, you'll be confronted with real issues that the person deals with. That is where you know that sometimes that we do get crazy. Sometimes we are confused and we don't know what to do. In that moment, can you handle it? I have a ritual. Let me use the word routine before somebody says I'm or some coffee. Okay. I don't repeat myself twice. If you are working with me, I don't repeat. I hate repeating myself twice. I hate it. So when I speak, I assume that you should be able to hear. Ajima will tell you sometime 2 a.m. I can call you. Okay. Veronica will tell you. If we need to get the job done, that is why I was applauding Ajima. We get the job done. No excuses. Oh, today my nose. Today my eye. And my uncle's brother's auntie that went to overseas, that his niece and nephew were in Oxford, is now sick. You give us some flimsy excuses. What I'm trying to say is that you'll be exposed to your mentor's weakness and his vulnerability. Keep sharp. Maintain that discipline of keeping quiet over it. And many a time you'll be close to the person. And if the enemy or whoever that wants to get that leader will get that leader from you. So also you have to be very, very careful. And that is why I don't bring, we can be laughing, we can be doing everything. No, there's certain people, you can't come to my home. Now I'll stop right there at the entrance, we'll talk. You won't come in. Okay, and some people, you even know my address. We'll meet in town. And some people, it just be on the phone. So that is how we do things. We compactualize our lives, we greet and make sure that you work through the ranks until we're now comfortable to say, come home and eat. Because some people just literally can't keep quiet.
Thank you very much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we have had a lot from today's session, like really a lot. And so time is not on our side, and so we will draw the curtains down. Yes, and please, the networking, we are starting from here. Please go to LinkedIn, search Mr. Champon and Dr. Awuju. Please, let's start the network. In fact, today is one step, or today is like even 5 steps ahead of us, 5 steps ahead in our networking process. And please, the one by you, let's start the networking. And one last thing Dr. Awuju said is that follow up. When you exchange the contacts, kindly follow up. You don't know when that person might be your next breakthrough. Thank you very much. And please, let's kindly invite Mr. Jumain to give us the vote of thanks.
Hello, everyone. It's always quite interesting to be called upon to do a vote of thanks, because that's where you begin to say thank you to everyone who's played a very important role in this event. Let me start by saying that I want to extend a warm gratitude to the management of the AAU. Please put your hands together for them. They are not actually here. We have the Secretary General at Cape Town, and then we have other members of management across the continent attending to other important things equally like this. And they had to believe in a cause like this. They believed in you. They believed in your future. So a program that was meant for you to enhance your capacity and build your strength was not denied. So I want to say thank you to management of AAU, Professor Olushalo Yewele, Ms. Nodumo Lamini, Professor Feduka Tuama, and Mr. Ransford Bequin. Thank you so much for believing in this very important initiative. I want to also say a big thank you to Mr. Benjamin Achampon, CEO, Wealth Masters Group International. Put your hands together for him, please. And I would also forget Dr. Ismail Awudu. He's also the Director, Business Academy for Wealth Masters. Put your hands together. A warm one for them. These are very, very, very important personalities that, honestly, you wouldn't find them just like that anywhere. They are very busy people, highly resourceful people that today I'm so glad that they spent all this time with us, because I know the kind of things they do. They are very busy, but it's a privilege to have you, sir, with us to share these very important things with us. Our generation is in a danger spot because we don't get these things a lot, and we are losing out a whole lot. Thank you so much for these very important nuggets. The second one is to the All African Students Union. Put your hands together for ASU, please. ASU is one very, very amazing partner to the AAU that when it gets to the tough points, you call on ASU, ASU will be there for you, because ASU has been doing it for a long while, mobilizing students, and students' success, empowerment, capacity building, ASU is concerned. So a big thank you to Mr. Samuel Odontin, Mr. Bismarck Amefianu, and all other stakeholders in ASU who I don't know. I want to say thank you to you all for buying the idea and making it work today. I cannot forget the medium. You know, if you put World Masters on the right, ASU on the left, there should be a medium. And that medium is the Association of African Universities Television. Put your hands together for AAU TV. AAU TV, the voice of higher education in Africa, has always stood to its purpose that we inform to transform no matter what. And this event would not be possible without AAU TV. I want to say thank you to Adam Hoto, who is the telecom manager. Thank you to Jonathan Kono, Director of Programs. Thank you to Charles Alote, Chief Destiny, Mr. Awate, my personal assistant, Adjoa, First Laumwa. She won't forgive me if I don't say that. Esther, Lawrence Chuchu, Isaac Apia. Every one of these men or women deserve the accolade. Put your hands together for them. We haven't had rest planning through to get it done. And it's not easy. I would say I haven't had it easy. You know, you step up on a couple of toes because you want to get things done. It's all because we want to get things done. So team, thank you so much that eventually we made it happen. So the victory, all the props goes to you all. God bless you. And I want to say a big thank you to also the trainees, National Service Trainees of AAU, who have opened yourselves up to every opportunity. I've worked with you severally, and this is the third time working with you, and you are always open to new roles. Last time you were rapporteurs, this time you were playing as ushers, and you made it happen. Somebody just walked in. God bless you, all right? For being there for us. I think that I can't say more, but there's one person I also thank you to. Comfort, if you're boy. Put your hands together for Comfort, please. You know, Comfort had to step in at the 11th hour to MC because there was a project meeting I had to step in, and she did awesome, didn't she? Put your hands together for her, okay? Thank you so much, Comfort, for taking this up. The last one is to you. Thank you. Put your hands together for yourself. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be at World Management One-on-One, the maiden edition of this great program. And we're looking forward to have another one next year in entrepreneurial leadership and a whole lot more. We will not sleep. We will not slumber. So first, the needs and the future of the African student is concerned. We'll put this in place to ensure that you have a greater future. So when you sleep or when you go to bed, pray for Mr. Champon, pray for Dr. Ismaila, pray for AAE TV, pray for ASU, pray for Ghana and Africa, that we will live and put things right so you can have a better continent where you can thrive and contribute. Tomorrow will be a special day for you, but if you wake up tomorrow, God willing, and you can breathe in good air, remember that once upon a time on this day, there was a Wealth Management 101. And don't forget, it's always good to remember, there's a lady called Veronica Jiagu. Put your hands together for her. She's right here. And she is also working with Wealth Masters Ghana, which is about to start here in Ghana. We look forward to work with you all. Your capacity building is our priority. Without you, we're nothing. So we look forward to start Wealth Masters Ghana with you all. Your input, your human resource, and your ideas. We believe that through you, we can make impact within the African continent. And there's one last thing I would say. I went for an interview one day, and there were two top interviewees who made it to the top. There were two, so myself and somebody, and we were asked, "You two are good. You went to good schools. You have all equally great skills. How can I choose one?" And then they were like, "Okay, I think we're looking for a job in administration." And I said, "I have got a training program. I attended a series of programs in management. These are certificates to it." And they asked the other person, "Do you have anything to show that you practiced or you've been in trainings?" I tell you, he had nothing to show. Come like this and go without any evidence that you were here. And you can mark my word somewhere. Somebody will ask you, what shows that you are financially literate? What shows? What training did you attend? And you'll be like, "I was once at Wealth Management 101. You can check the YouTube video. I said, please. You don't do that. In fact, your phone, you have data to do that. No data to do that, please. You need a certificate signed by these two men over here that once upon a time they had an encounter with you, and that sets you apart from any other person. You're not just a student, you're also a practitioner because you attended programs and you participated. On that note, nice people, God bless you. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jumai Ochredako. We will get our certificates. Okay, so all too soon, we have come to the end of today's events. And what I also want to leave you with, find out what works for you and do it. Find out what works for you and do it. And the quality of your network determines your wealth. So let's try and network right as young people. Thank you very much. I'd like to invite Mr. Echampon to pray with us as we leave.
Thank you. And shall we kindly be on our feet, ladies and gentlemen? And shall we bow down our head for a word of prayer? Spirit of grace, eternal Father, the only wise King, the self-existent God, the one who says and establishes it, who told the ocean that you can go this far, and told the sun where to hide when the evening comes, and tell the moon to shine when the night is up. To you alone we give the glory and the honor and praise. Thank you for a successful event, from planning to execution. All the team and all the students, and each and every one, even the management of these great institutions. Thank you, oh God, for making it possible. At this moment, I pray, Lord, as I stretch forth my hands towards this generation, I ask in the authorized name of Jesus, the only name given among men that can be saved. Lord, I was in Ghana. You handpicked me that a moment and a season like this will come, that all that I've learned, I will impact onto the generation, the forerunners. I'm not dropping the baton, but I'm handing over. Make them millionaires and billionaires. I ask for an ideas. I ask for concepts. I ask for inspiration. Anything that God would generate wealth, I speak life into their hands. That from this day, because they attended this series, this seminar, anything that they will touch will turn into gold. And those who will come for mentoring and coaching and serve, I ask that although they were not born or they are not coming from rich families, the rich family will come out of them. I speak into their destiny. I alter their DNA. Any psychic that is producing poverty, I decree and I declare this day that is nullified. They will rise up. If they don't have people to introduce them and to network with them, today it changes. Thank you for doing it. It is done. So we call it done. In Jesus' name we pray with thanksgiving. Amen.
Thank you very much. And thank you all for coming. Thank you.
All right, thank you all for joining us.
The session is over. Thank you very much.